Hello everybody, and welcome to my channel, Pi Sovereign Signature. Many of you guys know me as Divine Words of Wisdom, but this is my new channel, Pi Sovereign Signature, where you get a compilation of Divine Words of Wisdom in my evolved state, which is Pi Sovereign Signature, which is a more sovereign state to that to which who I am in truth and authenticity. And so welcome. I am so grateful to be in this space, to be able to express from this essence. And so I'm so excited to be here, to be able to just express in the pure state of my authenticity. So let me just tell you a little bit about myself. As I've said, I'm Patrice, Divine Words of Wisdom. I have an IG, which is also Divine Words of Wisdom Official. And what this channel is just basically going to be about is really about me and my perception, my perspective from a sovereign state of understanding in lived experience. And it's just going to be from a pure state of my authenticity. And it's for those who are at a crossroad of their evolutionary path, and they're trying to find some sense of resonance as to where they are at, where they're not really sure as to what's actually happening in their path, and they're just trying to figure it all out, because what's happening in the world, they're no longer in agreement, but they have not yet really found a sense of relatability to anything that they are in a resonance with. And that's where I actually come in at, because I've crossed those bridges, and I want to be that voice of reasoning, that where you can hear yourself through. So you're going to now find some sense of resonance, like, okay, yes, this is what I've been waiting for. This is the voice of that I haven't really been hearing, because the collective is so all collectively saying the same thing. But here's that oddity, here's that odd voice that I've been looking for, that I do not hear as often, and now I am hearing it. So you get to hear yourself through me, and I'm really grateful to be in this space of being able to be comfortable enough to be my authentic self, so that someone can hear themselves through me. So here I am, and I wanted to be a face, so that you can see that I know there's a lot of voice automation that is doing this through AI and different things of that nature. But I also wanted to also say that even though AI voice overs and different things of that nature are significantly powerful and different things of that nature, but I wanted to also show that there is an actual live person that is actually going through it, and have gone through it, and is still going through it. And this is a real life event, and there are people that are authentically actually going through the shift. And I wanted to also be, for you guys to also see that it's natural, that it's not scripted, and that a person can actually speak from an organic space, a natural space, a fluid space, and take, natural events that are actually transpiring right now, and give a perspective from it, live current events that are actually transpiring right now, and give us a space and a perspective from it, and in a space of resonance, right? And so that's what you're going to get in this channel, where you're going to have, live current events that are actually transpiring, give a perspective of, how I understand my now moment, because what actually happens is that I can only speak from lived experiences, but that lived experience is going to have a resonance, right? And so therefore, what you're probably going to be more attracted to in relatability is that resonance. But the core essence of who I am in truth is that we're speaking from a place of wholeness. We're speaking of a place of coherence. We're speaking of a place from a place of resonance. And we're speaking from a place of, instead of, being from a fractured sense, we are speaking from a place of wholeness. So all of these things are going to be explained on this channel. The titles and different things of that nature is going to be spelled out so that people can have an understanding of what the video is actually going to be specific about. And my goal is to be able to go live so that I can have more, because that's what I'm actually used to. I'm actually used to live engagements where I can actually have an energetic exchange. But for now, with this channel, until I build up a momentum, I'm going to be doing these particular types of videos where I'm actually going to, have experiences and talk about them. I still do lives on my Instagram channel. So, for now, until I build up the momentum to go, get the necessary requirements to go live here, I'm going to be doing videos and different things of that nature. But I do have lives and engagements on my Instagram channels where I can actually have engagements there. But we're going to be talking about different little things so that you can begin to realize that, yes, you are having a shift. Yes, these things are actually happening, and know that you're not crazy. And a lot of things that are really transpiring in your life, it's not that you're doing anything wrong. It's just that a lot of things are shifting in your life because your perception of reality is changing, and you're the one that is organizing it and orchestrating those shifts in those reality changes. And once we begin to have these particular types of conversations and these videos start to come into commencement, you're going to start seeing yourself through me, and it's going to begin to make a lot of sense. My style is a little bit unorthodox because I just kind of am not like the traditional person where, everybody is showing this whole dynamic of trying to be the same, because I realize that everybody is not the same. You have an energy signature. And if just like your fingerprint, your energy signature houses a different format that allows you to have this unique ability to have a unique experience. And that's the purpose, is that you're here to have a very diverse experience, different than that to which other essences of consciousness is having. There will be some similarities, but it is also there for you to also have some individualism so that you can have some unique differences in how consciousness expresses itself. So I'm just a little bit unorthodox, I'm not trying to be like everybody else, because I realize that I'm here to be myself authentically. But I am here to also, that similarity, so that you can start finding, the resonance of that to also help self within thyself to say, okay, yes, this is something that is not, you're not crazy. You know what I'm saying? This is where the unified essence of self comes into commencement, so that you yourself can find self within self, to realize that there is a shift, a significant shift within the self that is changing the momentum of how you are experiencing your reality. And this is where all of that comes into play, to help you along in your journey, so that you can begin to see the changes that are transpiring within yourself so that you can now begin to cultivate your reality without feeling like, you know, something is actually going wrong, when in actuality, a lot of what is transpiring is because this is what you actually want to happen at a much deeper level than what you are actually realizing from a surface level, right? So that's what this channel is going to be about. Just to give you a quick synopsis. But once again, you know, my name is Patrice, and I'm here, and this channel is going to be fun. I like to, you know, once we are able to have lives and different things of that nature, you're going to see how silly I am, and how down to earth that I am, and I'm taking a lot of how I understand through my own perceptionary measures and perspectives. And you may see it in a different way, and just realize that that's okay. But it's really about resonance. And as long as it's getting you into the dynamic of where you're choosing to be, that's all that matters, you know. And that's what's actually going to materialize into your reality. One of the greatest things is that if you are understanding, overstanding, or even understanding any of the words that are actually coming out of my mouth, then you're definitely in the right place, because I can almost guarantee you, if you do not understand the words that are coming out of my mouth, I am encouraging you not to run, you know, because if you are open and you are ready for a change, if you are here long enough, you will become attuned to this resonance and begin to understand, if you are open enough. But if you are not open enough, this will definitely irk you. I'm just going to be completely honest. You will definitely be, you know, repelled against it, and that's okay. That's completely okay. But for those of you guys that are open, you guys are ready to understand this next phase of your reality in terms of how you are cultivating the reality, you have actually come into the right place. We're going to have fun with this. If you are choosing the next phase of how you want to experience your reality, this is the place for you. Let me give you a quick sense of what this represents. We are here to now experience reality from a perception of wholeness, and not a fragmented version of self. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with experiencing reality from a fragmented version. It's just that now this essence of consciousness has chosen to experience reality from a perspective of wholeness instead of fragmentation. This essence of reality has chosen to experience reality in coherence instead of survival, right? And so there are so many different, you know, essences of what we have experienced reality in, to now what we are now choosing to experience reality in. And all of that is going to be expressed here on a constant continuum with this channel. And I'm so grateful to be in this space, and I'm so delighted that you have chosen to experience this reality with me in coherence, in alignment. And we are going to begin these particular chapters growing in knowing, in remembrance, together. You know, I've said, you know, in my lives, on my other channel, which is Divine Words of Wisdom Official, to which you know, I have kind of relaxed that particular channel to a degree, but this channel is more in alignment to that, to which who I am in truth, that I am growing significantly to a momentum that is going to reflect what it is now that I am in truth, and hold the true resonance to that, to which I am building a momentum of. So, and not to say that that channel is not who I am in truth. It is a part of who I am in truth, but it's for those who are still choosing to operate from, that particular channel is going to reflect for those who are still choosing to operate from a fragmented sense of understanding. But this is a channel that is going to show more of a growth in wholeness, and what that looks like, and what the architectural aspect of you moving from an architect also looks like too as well, because that is the position that I am choosing to hold in this reality, right? Moving forward. So these are all the beautiful things that I'm choosing to experience and express and share this essence of expression in this formality. So with that being said, if you like what has been said so far, and everything that is going to be potentially expressed here on this channel, please do not hesitate to subscribe, leave a comment, and share this video with others that you think could potentially benefit from this video. But I do know without a shadow of a doubt that this particular frequency is definitely going to be resonance based, right? It's not for any and everybody, that I do know. And it's going to be those who are ready for this type of leverage of evolution within their expansion of consciousness. And I am so excited about, you know, this space and the liberation and the freedom that it affords us to be able to now have some sense of, how can I say it, relatability. Because, you know, the collective mind is, you know, I call it center field. Center field is what it really is. It's just, you know, there's a bigger part of consciousness that is in agreement to operate us in a certain way, and then there is us that is choosing to shift the momentum, you know. But it appears that we're the small amount, but no, we're not. We're really not a small amount. There is the 1% of us that has really chosen to shift this reality, and that's really enough to really make a significant difference in how reality decides to shift momentum. So that 1% is a very strong percentage, believe it or not. It may not sound like it is when you hear the big old 99%, and then you got the little 1%. That 1% is a very strong percent. So you know, welcome the 1%ers. Okay, I know we understand 1%ers in a different analogy, but you know, when you get into the expanded awareness of what the 1% actually can represent itself to be, in an expanded awareness, you now have a sense of understanding what in an expanded awareness what the 1% actually has the ability to be understood to be, right? And we're going to talk about all of that. It is amazing. It is such an amazing space to be in, and I'm so grateful to be able to articulate it in a way that I am able to articulate it. And thank you if you made it to this far into the video. Thank you for making it to this far into the video. And like I said, please like, subscribe, and share the video to those who you feel that would benefit from this knowledge. But this is only the beginning, right? And we have so much more to offer. So thank you for being here, and welcome. And I'll see you on the next go around. All right, talk with you guys later.